So I have mentioned in the past quite a bit that you have to have an FU in there. I refer to this as Lucifer. I like the words Lucifer. I like Lucifer and Jesus. Listen, I'm going to keep saying those words. I don't care. Do not care. But Lucifer is going to be the part in you that just doesn't care, is like F you, F everyone, really. I just don't care. Now, if you go full blown that, it's not good. But, and then again, I keep explaining this. Jesus, dude. Jesus is the super nice guy. Super nice. So, you have to have a combination of both of these. But most people want to overlook Lucifer and just go straight to Jesus. Now, that's the worst mistake you can make. Worst mistake you can make. So, it is very, 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 I cannot stress this enough. Just put very 50 more times in here. Important that you have a fuck you in you. It's vitally important, actually. So, here's the catch, though. This part over here, if this is what I've noticed, and this is a mistake. You feel bad about this part, so you try to go to this part, and then this part ends up screwing you over in the end because it's too nice. Too nice. Doesn't know how to say fuck you. So, again, if you let old Lucy over here go full blown in control, you're screwed because it will burn bridges, and then piss on the fire. Throw gas on it and then piss on it because you ain't gonna piss out a fire. It's just another fuck you at the end. So there has to be a balance. Has to be a balance, man. That's why a lot of people, people start waking up and think that, again, they're afraid of their own shadow. So since they're afraid of their shadow, they want to run to the light, not realizing they're getting blinded. So it is what it is. But realize this gets pushed down your throat throughout your whole entire life, that you need to be that way. Perfection. So it literally does get pushed on you your whole life. You should be this way. It does. Doesn't matter which religion you believe in, it's pushed on you. Once you start waking up, you join this cult called spirituality, it gets pushed on you. So, the funny thing is, though, like, I don't know anymore what's true and not true with these old stories and these quotes and all this. I've just reached the point it's all a bunch of bullshit. Make your own mind up, really. So, I'm just accepting and admitting this is all bullshit. I don't even know what's what anymore. And by me realizing I don't know what's what, this is the saddest thing, man. Here's another trap. I just gave you a trap, the love and light trap. You gotta have the fuck you in you. You better respect and love that fuck you. Because if not, you're gonna let goody two shoes run wild. And that does not end well either, man. Come on now. So, see, I forgot where I was even going with this. It's a bunch of bullshit. This is another trap. That's a trap right there. Now here's another trap. Being too arrogant but not being confident in what you know. So, again, I've said this multiple times, but there's this old saying, you can contribute it to any philosopher. I mean, there's a bunch of philosophers that supposedly said this. Again, I think it's all bullshit quotes. I don't know or care. All I know is that I don't know. Now, this is a very valuable quote, because if you accept and admit that you don't know really anything, then that will return you to a state of childlike wonder. So I would recommend going there. However, don't delude yourself and think you don't know things, because you absolutely know and understand things. Absolutely, you know and understand things. So, I've just realized over the past week that your mind is controlling it all. It's quite literally a mind game. I know I've been saying that, but I didn't understand it this deep. And your emotions are linked to your thoughts and what you grasp onto, then you're letting your mind bully you. You are. Tell it to fuck off. That's where that fuck you comes in at. So, and I put some things together as well. It's all bullshit. It's all a game. It's all a mind game. And the rest of this is just, it's really just nonsense for you to get caught up in. So make your own mind up and live life the way you want to live it. Ask for some shit and watch it happen. And I think I will be the first one to admit and accept the human experience was a shit show. I'll be the first one to accept and admit it was a mistake becoming a human. I'll be the first one willing and I'm very willing to accept and admit shit was not done properly. I'll be the first one to accept and admit this was a bunch of bullshit. Because essentially, I've been saying, like, I'm gonna give a reference here with the political party, especially in the United States of America, Democrat, Republican. It's the same coin, flip it and pick it. It's the same shit. Now, I was able to understand that even further with this whole God and devil situation. Even though I don't believe that they exist. If you want to put on a light and darkness, good and evil, it would be the same fucking coin, flip it and pick it. So. But here's something even further to talk about is there is no entity, there's no proof of this entity called the devil or Satan. Zero. None. And I don't want to listen. You don't need to come on my videos and type a paragraph about what each Satan, the devil. You understand what I'm talking about. I don't care your definition of it. Or the definition in the Bible. I don't care. Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, the devil. We're talking about a supreme being that's evil and chaotic. That's what we're talking about. It doesn't exist. It's like the boogeyman. You keep giving power to to something that's not there. Do you understand? So use the boogeyman or Freddy Krueger as an example, or insert any horror movie to where this is a topic or a pivotal point in the story. Ignore it. You're giving it power. Crazy? So now, God, I'm not hesitant to say that there isn't a God the way you believe. I'm not, because there's not, depending on what your definition or belief is. However, if your definition and belief of this God's an old man in the clouds, and it's portrayed in this Bible, or let's throw a dart at a board with any religion, you're crazy. Horror is the... See, now I'm not going to say that. Because there is proof of God. There's no proof of this devil fucking thing, but there's proof of God. Or a higher power at the very least. So, take a look around. Take a look around, for real. Like, hey, take a look around. We're in a physical building in a human form. There's the sun. And all this is just a fucking illusion. But how did the illusion get here? How's everything running this way? Well, it's a creator. It's something's doing it, whether you want to say it's you, which I would highly recommend you taking that responsibility and saying it's you. But let's say it's not you and there's something outside of you. There's no proof that it's that God. No proof at all. Just like there's more proof of God than the devil, just put it that way. Way more proof. So the only way that this devil character even has any relevance or any type of anything here is if you give it that and then blame everything on it. And then you have to go into stories, and then you have to go into backstories, and then you have to go into things outside your direct experience, play a weird mind game, and then blame the devil. It's insanity. And it's even funnier that everyone gives God credit for the good and the bad. If something horrible happens, well, the devil did it. It's part of God's plan. If something great happens, let's give God all the credit. And it's like, well, maybe you played a big factor in it. Ever thought of that? But no, we can't do that. It's blasphemous. It's fucking blasphemous. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at. And just to recap this, again, your mind's a bully. Been saying it from the get-go pretty much. Tell it the fuck off. That's where Lucifer comes in. You gotta have a fuck you in there. So. Admit and accept you don't know a goddamn thing, but understand that you know more than the consensus here, or the vast majority of anyone else. And then I'm not playing this mind game if that's egotistical, and I don't care. Like, dude, this is all stupid shit, is what I'm telling you at this point. Like, do you understand me sitting here speaking these words to you, the amount of mind fuckery I've already played on myself by going behind and correcting and cleaning up things because I assumed you were going to judge me based on that. It's all a mind game. Jesus Christ. It's a game of Formula Play of Life. I'm you talking to you. I'm ready to call this. I'm fucking ready to call it. It's done. I'm ready to call it. I want it to end. I'm done. D-U-N, done. Done. Bullying yourself, dude. That's what the fuck we're doing. That's what we've been doing. Bullying ourselves, honestly. Borderline torturing ourselves. And this is what we do. Create illusions, have an experience, tell stories. At this point, these stories have turned straight into bullshit. Other than to believe in yourself, anything's possible, like watch what's getting to happen. Other than that, this is all stupid bullshit stories, man. I don't know or care. So, snap out of this for the love of God. Snap out of it. I love you.